What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you all doing? Cosmic Carry here, bringing you another World of Tanks video. And today I'm going to be rolling out in my IS-3, possibly a tank that I've had in my garage, and I've been playing for a very long time. Not a very long time. It's just a little bit too long, considering the fact that I haven't placed any videos up on YouTube with regards to this tank. And initially when I rolled out in this tank, I felt like I wasn't giving it enough credit, or showing it the proper respect, due to the fact that my crew was pitiful. I didn't have any kind of crew. It's just basic, 75% with no skills or perks or anything like that. I have 6th Sense, I think, and I'm about to unlock the repair skill, and and the repair skill, you need that. You need that in the heavy, absolutely 100%. And I thought I wasn't playing this tank to its full potential, truth be told. And I grinded all the way out to the tier 7s when it came to the Soviet heavies, and I was faced, and then I stopped. I stopped for about a month. I don't know why. I grinded them up all the way to tier 7, and then I just stopped. And faced with the choice, the dilemma of which tank should I unlock, which tier 8 Soviet, I was, faced with the possibility of either playing the IS-3 or the KV-4. KV-4, I mean, I don't know nothing about that tank. It's a Soviet heavy. It is what it is, I'm sure, etc, etc. But aesthetically, I mean, when you look at it, I mean, truth be told, I mean, whenever I see it, it looks kind of primitive. It kind of looks like something Borat would drive, truth be told. And I was like, I want this tank. It's the iconic IS-3. Everybody loves the IS-3. It's well known and all of that good stuff. And it took me a while to figure out this tank. It took me a while, because I was initially I said, okay, heavy tank, size scrape, etc, etc, but it doesn't work like that, because it has this pike nose shape at the front of the tank, which kind of increases the effective armor. And because of that, the shape of the armor, you simply have to face your enemies, whenever you're coming up against enemies. And it's kind of weird. I had to really teach myself, relearn how to drive a heavy, because I was in, I had this shaped armor. You can see me here, I'm trying to adjust my tank perfectly, so I'm facing them, so I'm facing them, and it's a combination of two things. I'm trying to face them in the proper way, but also, I'm at the same time, my gun depression is mucking me up, so I'm trying to move to the left without, swinging my butt out, this way or that way. And, I'm trying to face them, but my gun depression is just mucking me up, and I'm just bouncing all over the place. I'm happy to say, I've figured it out. I truly have. I've figured out this tank, and, damaged blocked is always up there in this tank. And, but, I think I could do so much better if I had, a few more skills and perks and all of that good stuff. But it is so odd, because you just, it's not the fastest of tanks, so you have to, think on the fly. You have to adjust the tank, and you can't, as soon as you kind of swing it to the left, like I am here, they can pen me. Automatically they can pen me. So many times I would come up against this tank, the IS-3, and I just, for the life of me, I just couldn't pen the thing, and I wouldn't bother. I thought it was just OP armor to the max, and no, it really isn't. As soon as they you see an IS-3 and it swings its butt out to the left or to the right, you can pen. You can pen at the front. It's easy to pen. It really is easy to pen. Yeah, and now I pen these things on a regular basis. As soon as I don't even attempt to shoot at them, if they're facing me directly. But as soon as they, turn to the left or the right, you can pen. You can pen that top plate with ease. Absolutely. I think I did a live com in my Black Prince the other day. I think it was on El Haluf. Well, I was just repeatedly penning an IS-3. You know, I don't know if I was repeatedly, but you know, I knew where to pen. I knew, and I'm not talking about where. I'm talking about when to pen. As soon as he kind of swung out to one side, I would fire my gun. You know, I wouldn't bother shooting my gun unless it was angled. And a fantastic game up until now. You can see, you know, I've lost like 70 hit points. I'm assuming that's HE, and it just all goes pear-shaped now. You know, because of the fact I'm assuming they're gonna cap our base, and it's weird how I was let down by my team here. You know, I was, truth be told, 100%. You know, and I'm not putting my team down. Actually, you know what? That's way too harsh. You know, it wasn't the team, absolutely. It was the players that capped. Because what happens now is the enemies, they're not capping, they're just passing through. I'm guessing, you know, that's what was happening. And you can see me now, you know, I've lost a bunch of hit points because I was assuming they're going to cap our base and, you know, that they were going to win by capping. But they weren't, you know, they were just, whatever happened over there. I haven't got a clue. And I'm guessing they were just passing through. Maybe they kind of encountered one of, you know, my teammates and they had to deal with him. They didn't want to win by capping. But my team, look at them all. Like a bunch of hyenas. Like a bunch of rabid hyenas all piling onto. Yeah, here's my whole team. 5 of them on there. You know? They must be full. Ah, look at us, we're so smart. Yeah. No honor, what can I say, you know. And I was raring to go, you know. I was raring to, look, 8 pens, 3 kills. I was raring to go, but anyhow. But picking up 2.7k damage, not bad. Second mastery. Yet to acquire my mastery badge in this tank, absolutely. Pretty tough for, you know, the iconic tanks, the big bombastic tanks. It's tough to get, you know, those mastery badges. There's a lot of stiff competition out there. That's what she said. And but I like this tank. I love this tank, you know. And ever since I figured out the armor, how to face my opponents, hide my weak spots. You know, I'm 100% loving it even more, absolutely. So, moving up here, pretty decent game, first game. We won by capping, yay. What can I say? Yay. And the name of the game here is my gun depression. What can I do about my gun depression? The only way, you know, I can make this tank work here is to just go uphill and get those shots off to my right, you know, into the sides of the tanks. That's literally my only option here. And I have to watch out for artillery, you know. Those are, you know, 2 important factors. So 6th sense, lit up, Newton, get a shot into his side, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And here comes a Tiger 2. I'm pulling back, you know. I don't want to give him the opportunity. At the same time, he can't pen me, you know. Screw him, he can't pen me. Weak spot, can I? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And now we see a Cromwell. The reload is quite long. Yeah, I don't think I would have got that anyway. The Soviets, you gotta just face the fact that you're gonna miss a buttload of shots. I'll talk about the gun in a second. You're just gonna miss a buttload of shots. 6th sense is going off, but it's okay. Risking it a little bit, you know. They could pen my lower plate, possibly, maybe, you know. It's kind of lifted up into the air here. Bounce off me again. T26E4. T26E4, is that super Pershing?
Down.
Yes, that's a super Pershing. Sorry, my memory sometimes. I have a brain fart every once in a while. That's a super Pershing, yes. SU-101 pulling into his side. Can I take advantage of this situation? He takes him out. Oh my god, I think he's unlucky. Actually, I think he's a sub. He's on my friends list. Nice pen there, leaving on a minuscule amount of health. Absolutely. Can we finish him off? Can we finish him off? T-32 rolling in, receives a bounce. Super Pershing is a fantastic tank, but not when it comes to the standard ammunition. Yeah, lovely, beautiful. Just rolls into my gun sights. But yeah, the Super Pershing it's a fantastic tank, but the standard ammo has absolutely god-awful pen. You need to load that premium ammo if you want to do anything in the Super Pershing. Yes, please, and look at that aim time. Look at that. Nice one. What do we see? Panther 2 is taken out. Good to go. We're mopping up. Let's mop up. Shall we mop up? Let's mop up. Okay, IS-3. We have a 122mm, and that's rated a tier 9 gun. Fires 4.5 rounds a minute. Pen 225. Not bad. The damage 390. Aim time is an atrocious 3.4, and accuracy is an atrocious 0.4. And but that's to be expected. You know, half the time you're gonna miss those shots. Half the time, well, you're not gonna miss the shots. It's just your shell's just gonna decide to go bye-bye. You know, it's just gonna decide to go wherever. But it's made up for with the fact, you know, your alpha is 390 and your pen is 225. 225 at tier 8. When it comes to the heavies, is really decent. It's it's really up there. You know, the what is it? The T-34 I think has 248, something like that. But average pen of a tier 8 heavy is 210. So 225 is really decent if you can make contact. That's if you can make that shell go where it's supposed to go, because you'll see in this game, you kind of wonder to yourself, how did I make that? And other times, you know, where did that shell go? Where did that shell go? But it's I've got to tell you something, and I do this all the time. Not this. Let's stop tracks. Yeah. Knock out his motor. And I do this all the time on this. What is this? Lakeville, Westfield. Can't remember the name of the map. When you have 0 gun depression, I just plant myself right here and, you know, shoot into the sides of the tanks. I do this all the time. You know. But I was about to say, it's just so tough playing heavies lately, and I haven't played in my E100 for a long time, and it is so tough when you've got the medium bug. You know, I've got the medium bug. You know, how do I get that? I wasn't zoomed in. When you've got the medium bug and you've got these fast mobile tanks, you know, they could take the TDs, all of the TDs out of the game tomorrow, all of the heavies out of the game tomorrow. You wouldn't care less, you know. It's kind of like Mobius White says, mediums forever. It really is. It's tough playing in these things, but I appreciate them, you know. And this tank looks freaking great. I forgot to say, you know, it looks cool as shit. You know, that turret and the way it's placed, you know, the location, and I mean, just all of it. What happened there? Was that a bounce? Seriously? But I was saying, you know, it just looks it's like a Cold War tank, I would say, more so than World War II, I would say. And for those of you who don't know, you know, I love World War II, that era. And Cold War, oof, forget about it. I love all Cold War movies. Hunt for Red October, all of that stuff. What's that? Last 10 Days? I can't remember the name. About the Cuban Missile Crisis. Kevin Costner. I love all that stuff. I just lap it all up. Absolutely. Subs and missiles and big bombastic Soviet bomber planes. Nice. Nice. Side shot into this T-29. And yeah, it's like I said, you know, I do this all the time. I plant myself here. And it doesn't matter what tank it is. If I spawn in the, what is this, the north? The south, pardon me. And I have 0 gun depression, I'm not even going to bother, you know, poking the railway line and receiving shots and getting tracked. You know, I just allow the enemies to make their mistakes, allow the enemies to come at me, allow the enemies, you know, to expose their flanks and their rears and you know, this and that. I just you know, I'm not interested. I've got crappy gun depression. I'm not going to risk nothing, you know, unless I absolutely have to. Developed a nice, considerable lead here, 9-5. Of course, I'm exposing myself a somewhat a little bit. About to engage at 87. Question is, which way is he facing? He is facing my direction, but big juicy gun. He plants one into my track, tracks me. I decide to fix it. Nothing there, buddy. The maneuverability on this tank, it is pretty decent, in my personal opinion. You know, it is pretty decent. Now we're gonna finish him off. Yeah, there we go. Lovely alpha. It's here, lovely, lovely, lovely. Such a, you know, when you're in a good heavy tank, there's such gravitas to your movement that it's like poised, it's not rushed, and it's just like it's moving along, and it's just like a T-Rex, you know, kind of moving along, and you have such respect for it, you know, for respect for the armor, the gun, what it can do in the right hands, and Jumbo show, and giving me a bit of a headache here. Please stop doing that, sir. It looks like you got Tourette's. There we go, there we go. There we go. So anyhow, the game's coming to a close. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy. I've rambled on a little bit too much. IS-3, very nice tank. Very, very nice tank. Currently, I am 60, just over 60k into grinding this thing. And for the IS-8, I need, what is it, 160,000. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos.